Hey, happy Tuesday. It is still AM the morning and over here. I am on the West Coast and I'm super excited to go live because I have a wonderful special guest that's going to join me from GM Collin, and that is Karen. So she's going to join me soon, and for all of you who don't know about GM Collin, we're going to let you know a little bit more and just talk about one of my favorite brands. Thanks for watching and joining, waving back at you guys. Happy Tuesday, happy summer. I got 1 out of 2 kids at summer camp. The other one will be going soon. Yay! So I am excited. Okay, Karen, whenever you are on, let me know. Give me a wave and a hi, and I will invite you to join me in this awesome Instagram live. We are going to, again, be talking about GM Collin. This brand has been in existence for over 60 years, such a long time. And it was started by a doctor. Now, I don't want to talk too much because I want to make sure that Karen has her chance. Oh, is that you right there? I'm on? Okay, let's see. Report. No, let's not report you. Go live. That's your handle. Let's see. Karen, is that you? Are you joining me? Let's see. We're waiting for Karen to join. Okay. I sent you a request there, and it should be allowing you. Thanks for joining, guys. Miss Kelly 2215. Hey, you, Akasha Mashara. Probably butchered that. Sorry. What's up? Okay, on. Hello, Miss Kim. Thanks for watching on Glycerin and Miss Kelly. Hi. A lot of love from India. Thank you. A lot of love right back at ya. Hi, that's my neighbor. Let's see. We've done the invite. Can you get on with me there, Karen?
I
There
think it
you
worked
are.
this time.
It did. Awesome.
Yeah.
So
So good
happy.
here.
So happy to have you.
Thank you.
And I love your background. This is GM Collin. Very well represented.
Yes. It's better than looking at myself. So there. I thought
Yes.
it's a nicer display.
Yeah, it's perfect. And this is perfect because we got some people to join to watch. So while we were getting all set up, you guys were watching, and we can start asking some questions, or I will start asking questions. But any of you that are watching, you are welcome to ask questions at any time. Just type it in, wave. This is a perfect time to, like I said, ask your questions all about skincare. Me and Karen will do our absolute best to answer them. So yes, we are going to talk about GM Collin. Now, my first question is, what would you say sets GM Collin apart from other skincare brands?
I would say initially the people. We have such a fabulous team in every department, from R&D to our sales reps to our trainers to our BDCs. So I think the people make it a very unique company and a very easy company to work with. But aside from that, we also have a testing lab, and for me, I think that that was really an interesting concept for me, because there's not many companies that do have their own testing lab. And when you see
Right.
reports in magazines, as you know, Elena, you'll look at a product and it says, 97% said their skin looked better, 10%, 15%, or whatever, but it's all subjective testing. So the majority of tests that you see are tests when, I've used the product and I give you my opinion, which is
Right.
great, but everybody has a different opinion. And and with us, we have a testing lab where we can actually test results with the equipment that will measure everything from hydration to depth of wrinkles, length of wrinkles. So we really are able to do a lot more clinical evaluations that are sound than other companies, because we have our lab right there. So we can do, 500 people we can have come in and test them for one product. And if we don't feel that it meets our standards, if it doesn't reach the bar that we want it to reach, we just send it back to the lab and they do reformulation. So we're really fortunate that way, really fortunate. And clinical treatments, we have great clinicals. So clinicals that pair with all different modalities, which we know are really popular now, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
The home care, they have, they have rollers for home care. They have all the different home care devices, the LEDs, right?
Yes, there's so much at home right now that you can use.
I have a big box.
Yes, me too.
And so I can, yeah. And I'm always saying how I'm going to stick to it this time. But anyway, but I know.
Yeah.
But anyway, but I do stick to my skincare regime. So we have products that, of course, will marry well with those, but also with our clinical treatments, they marry not only with those, but they also work very, very well with all the injectables, with dermofillers, with neuromodulators. So it's a great partnership and pairing, because we'll work more, on the surface and to extend the life of the modulators, the fillers that you're having done.
Right.
But also, the canvas is going to look great. You can plump the skin up all you want, but we know if that outside canvas doesn't look beautiful and glowing,
Right.
it's not really getting the desired effect, right?
Right. No, absolutely not. And you brought up a really good point. You guys have great topical products that, like you said, support the clinicals. So if you're somebody who is looking to get more into the anti-aging category, that wants to step over that threshold from just the basics, I love personally, you guys have the best neck and décolleté cream. When people ask me, and I'm getting this a lot, like, what should I get? What should I get? That's probably my number one seller. And then I tried it and I was like, oh, I see why people buy this. So you guys really do a great job in anti-aging. I just turned 40, so I really appreciate your products and the results that they give. They're excellent. What's your favorite product? I told you mine. What is your favorite product? I'd love to know.
Okay. Well, can I have more than one? I have to have
Oh,
more.
yes, of course. Okay. You always have to have more than one. Yes.
So my favorite collection of products, and I'm going to just show them here, is
you guys have a lot of SKUs. How many products do you have?
You're going to ask me number of SKUs. I'm so bad with that.
No, like you probably have at least 50, at least.
But we have more than that. Yes, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Number per se, I mean, well over 100, but I'm not sure the number.
Yeah, I was going to say 100, but I didn't want to go too far.
When you look at retail and professional and clinicals, but our Mature Perfection line is actually, it's a collection that is, again, more for mature skins. Mm-hmm. But the ingredients that I love in there are really working very, very well for, this area here. I mean, they have, it's not that anybody knows what they are, but they have line fill in it. They have an ingredient that's going to help to plump up the skin, because we start to lose adipose tissue as we age, and that gives that hollowness to the cheeks. And you start to notice, a little bit of sagging because of the adiposity being diminished around the eyes. So this is really helping with that, but it also helps to minimize the appearance of pore size. And that's another thing that starts to become distended, especially for people who have an oilier zone, right?
Me, I've noticed my pores have gotten like bigger, especially in my forehead, and I'm going, what is this? And I do have oily skin, so this is something that I'm combating as well.
Yes, and it's because, of course, as we mature, our collagen decreases, so you start to notice a little bit of sagging, and with that minuscule amount of sagging, it really starts to show the pores a lot more, because of course they're looking a little bit more distended. So this is also helping with that. But for my go-to love it, can't live without eye product, for me it's the Botapeptide Eye Contour. This one is the be all end all. It has argireline, myoxinol, haloxyl, eyeless. It has all these great ingredients. So it's doing everything. It's not a cream. We don't have one cream to say, oh, if you have dark circles, use this. If you have expression lines, use this one. If you have, no, we put it all together for absolutely one cream that's going to do it all. So expression lines, it's going to attenuate the appearance of expression lines. It's going to work on dark circles,
Mm-hmm.
lines and wrinkles, everything.
And
Absolutely.
say the name of that product again for us, because I didn't quite catch it, and I want to
Yeah.
make sure everyone heard that.
The Bodapeptide Eye Contour.
Bodapeptide. Okay, did you guys
And
get that? And that's the eye contour. So that's, like you said, going to be the be all to help tackle all of those concerns that we usually have around the eyes.
And for people who are just starting to use this, especially for the younger ones that are just, I think the
Yeah.
first wrinkle I ever noticed, I was so upset, but it was right in the eye area, and I was
Yes.
probably late 20s. And I started to notice those little expression lines starting to appear. I was devastated, absolutely devastated. But as I said, I started to work with that product. And if you do have expression lines and lines and wrinkles that are even a little bit deeper, take a selfie of yourself,
Yes.
and use this morning and evening. You can use it upper lid, lower lid, around the whole eye. Do it for a month, twice a day, and then take another picture. You will absolutely be amazed. And then, of course, there's your little weekend rescue eye patches that nobody
Oh,
can.
I love eye patches.
Yes, and those just go on first thing every Saturday morning.
Yes. Oh, I love that. Oh my goodness. The eye patches and my stone roller. I mean, I get puffy eyes, allergy, I get all of the above. And regarding eye cream, I think you touched on a really good point. You know, you noticed your first wrinkle like late 20s, but
Yeah.
I like to advise, and maybe you'll agree. And oh, look, Cheryl says, so true. Yes, is that with 20 years old, I think should start using an eye product, maybe
Oh,
even younger, but I feel like that's an age that you absolutely, maybe not a cream, but you need to at least be using a gel or a serum or something, because I started taking care of my eyes and using an eye cream at 23, and compare my eyes with my friends who didn't start that process, and big difference in our eye area.
I started to go to see an esthetician when I was 18 years old.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
Yeah, I was actually in a completely different program. I was in an engineering technology program, and there was a night course in cosmetology. So I signed up for that as well. So I take that at night, like my little secret, one night a week, right? While I was going for this other program, and I just became so captivated by the whole concept. And she was actually an esthetician, the woman that was teaching it, and she became my esthetician and my guru. And she had me everything from the time I was 18 years old. So eye creams, day, night creams, everything. And
Wow.
and it does, for me, I think it makes a huge difference when I look at my skin comparatively to some of my, subordinates.
Years. Yes. No, you can't underestimate the power of over the counter and going to see your esthetician. Me and some friends always like to say it's like your is like your car. You know, you have to take care of it regularly. You can't just go in once a year to the mechanic and expect them to fix everything. There's maintenance that needs to be done. And the same thing is true at home. You know, you need to take care of your car. You need to take care of your face on a daily basis. So most people have a car and understand that. I think, so that's why I kind of like to use that analogy. But if you're not using good everyday over the counter or even clinical products, there's no amount of work that the plastic surgeon can do to completely fix your face. So I always like to remind people of that. You got to do your daily routine. It's very important.
That's a really good analogy, because I was just thinking about comparing it to a car. So the injectables would all be the under the hood work.
Yeah.
If the outside body of the car was all rusted out, it's still not going to look like a nice car. So it's the same with the under the hood work with all the injectables. But again, you've got to have that beautiful canvas on the surface, right?
Yes,
Yeah, good
absolutely.
analogy, Alana.
Oh, awesome. Well, thanks. On that subject, what is the biggest misconception that you find regarding skincare? We kind of are talking about that a little bit, but I'd like to hear what you think that people have the biggest misconception. What do you think that it is?
Okay, I actually have a few of them.
Okay.
Yes. So, okay, the first thing I have is that when we're younger, and I used to do the same thing, I used to think that squeaky clean skin, right, right? When we had
Yes.
problems when I was a teenager. And
Strip it. Dry as can be.
still, my dirty little secret, when I was 12 and 13 years old, I used to use Sunlight bar soap. It was meant to wash clothes.
Oh,
I put
wow.
that on my face because it made my face feel so tight and squeaky clean. So I think it's still that misconception that you have the over cleansing for especially people that have problems with acne concerns, because they're totally disrupting that hydrolipidic barrier. And again, with an oilier skin, oh, my skin's oily, I don't need a moisturizer, I don't require a moisturizer or a cream. And again, so much misinformation, because definitely you need something to protect the skin.
Yes.
You need, and again, a different cream for day and night is really important, because in the daytime you need to protect, you need to make sure that your hydrolipidic barrier is intact, that you're not losing moisture, that you don't have transepidermal water loss. So there's a lot of components involved in a day cream depending on your skin type and condition. However, at night, that's when your skin goes into repair mode. So that's when you really need all of those reparative actions, again, depending on skin type and condition and your particular concerns. Your night cream is so much a different formulation. It's so much more important in a different formulation than your day cream. So those are a couple of them. But the other one that I find right now is really interesting is hypoallergenic.
Mm,
I thought that term kind of fell by the wayside, but I did get a question again the other day, so that's kind of top of mind to me.
yeah.
I found really interesting is that the U.S. County Appeals for the District of Columbia Court, they actually just made a ruling, well, not just, probably about a year ago, I believe it was, and they ruled
Hmm.
that the regulations defining hypoallergenic, they were invalid. Hypoallergenic, everybody feels like, oh, if I have sensitive skin, that's what I
Yeah.
need. Let
No.
me clear it up.
Yeah.
No reputable skincare company is making a product containing a lot of ingredients that people are going to react to. It's just not so. And hypoallergenic means that, I think the
Yeah.
number, and I may be wrong on this number, I think to be classed at what they had used to use for regulations, I think it was only 65% of people didn't have a reaction to it. You could say you're hypoallergenic. But again, it's flighty. It's been like now kind
Yes.
of aborted. So they're not using that anymore. But with reactions, I don't know, Alana, what you see. You have children. I'm sure at schools, there's a lot of foods that they're banning now.
Yeah.
Anybody can be allergic to anything.
Yep.
They can react to lavender. They can react to chamomile that is so calming and soothing. Aloe vera, somebody could be
Absolutely. Yep.
allergic to that. So allergies can occur and they can strike us at any age. And oftentimes they go undetected until we actually put a product on and find that we're reacting to it. And for anybody out there, if that happens to you, immediately go and see an allergist and get some testing done, just to define what,
Agreed.
so that
Yeah.
you can avoid it and not have concerns with it. But I find that allergies just seem to be
Yes.
coming more and more and more. So our immune systems are definitely taking a hit.
They are. No, you touched on a good point about the hyperallergenic, and I was reading more about that. And yes, I do have kids, and they have sensitive skin, they have asthma, and like you said, just because it says hyperallergenic on the bottle does not mean you're not going to have a reaction. And I had exactly that. I bought the most sensitive, I thought, hyperallergenic travel body wash for my boys. And what I didn't realize is that it had mango as the fragrance. It was and my little one is allergic to it. So guess he's allergic to mangoes. So he broke out and I went, oh, mom fail. I thought, oh, this is good. And I looked and I'm going, what is in this? And then it's at the very front and it says mango scented. And I thought, oh my goodness. So, yeah, it's really important. Like you said, if you find that you have a reaction, go to a doctor, go to an allergist, and really hone in on what it is so you don't repeat the problem. So thank you, all of you guys. We have more people joining. I really appreciate it. So you brought up a really, really good point. And you do need a moisturizer. Yeah, hyperallergenic is just a marketing term. It really is. And I really wish they would change that and redefine it. And hopefully we're moving in that direction. And I want to talk about hero products in GM Collin. Again, you have a lot of SKUs, and you probably have a ton of favorites, but what's the overall hero products that you find that people love?
Okay, people love our ceramides. So I don't know, I'm going to hold these up here.
Yeah, hold it up. People love to see that in the texture, and this is the perfect time. Oh yes, the little capsule, like
our little rescue capsules. You don't go on a vacation without these. You don't get on a plane without these to fly somewhere. I mean, you spend a day at the beach, and you know, sometimes even though your skin's, you've protected it with your SPF, sometimes when I come back, my skin feels really parched. You just put these on, and oh, they're just one full capsule. You just apply.
Ooh, look at that.
And massage it in. The scent is so delicate, and your skin is going to feel like silk. It feels a little lipidic when you first put it on. Just massage it in, neck as well, and just let it sit for a few minutes, and then feel your skin, and it's like silk. And just a little inside secret.
Yeah.
A little bit that's left on my hands.
Oh, you put in your hair. Very smart.
Hair.
For sure.
Right? So that's one of our hero products. Another one that we just recently launched actually is our HA filler. So this is hyaluronic acid. Are you in love with this one? Have you tried this?
I do. I love anything with hyaluronic, and I love it because you can have combination skin, oily skin, and what people don't realize is the hyaluronic acid is what your skin cells need and what they already have to bind moisture. So it is a great product for just about every skin type. So I love hyaluronics. Yes.
This is fabulous. The HA filler, you can put it on. It's what we call a foundation product. So one of the only products that we actually have with that classification. So what we mean by a foundation product, and you brought up excellent point, is correct. All skins need to have moisture. All skins need hyaluronic acid. It's part of our skin naturally occurring. This one has both a high and medium low weight hyaluronic acid, so it has those components in it. So it's going to work surface and a little bit deeper. But you put this on first. So before any of your serums, before any creams, your HA filler is the perfect foundation product for everybody. And it's really helpful when it comes to, again, lines and wrinkles on the skin forming, even the plumpness of your skin. You know, with hyaluronic acid, it's moisture. So when you have the moisture in the skin, it's plumped up like a nice ripe apple. Instead of letting the apple sit on the counter and lose its moisture and shrivel up, that's what happens with our skin. So we want to keep it plumped. We want to keep those cells just bursting with moisture, and your skin's going to look fabulous, radiant, and it's going to minimize lines and wrinkles. So that
water moisture versus oil moisture, because people say moisture and hydration and kind of use those words interchangeably, but really the hyaluronic is helping to get the water moisture back in your skin and rehydrate it and plump it. So like you're saying about that, and a lot of people, they'll say, oh, I've got these lines around my eyes, and sometimes they're just because you don't drink enough water and you need some hyaluronic. That's just my opinion.
And even though you drink a lot of water, keep in mind that's going everywhere in your body.
Yes, yeah.
So
target biggest organ, and if your insides are not getting enough water, your body will take it from your skin. So yeah, I find a lot of people are so dehydrated and just don't drink enough water, but topically that hyaluronic filler is amazing.
Is much needed. The other hero that we have, or heroes that we have, it's actually our diamond collection. So our diamond collection is our I'm going to say our haute couture, our luxury collection that we have. But this collection actually has a cream. It also has a serum, and it has an eye product. So this is another one of my favorite eye products, but this one I don't use morning and evening all the time. This I use mostly for day use. When I use this, it does have all of those actives for dark circles, lines, wrinkles, and all of that, but it also has a diamond powder in it. So when I put this on in the daytime, that diamond powder reflects the light. So instantly, when your eyes are looking a little tired, a little dreary, it just instantly perks them up. You put it on and you can see the light reflecting back. So those fine lines and wrinkles are minimized. The dark circles look minimized. It's a fabulous product. They also have diamond peptides and snow in that collection. So a lot of anti-aging actives, but again, the diamond powder in the products, in all of the products, when you put those on your skin, that light reflection just
Right.
makes your skin look so radiant and so glowing. It's beautiful. That's a nice bridal collection, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, and it's very unique, and I love the diamond powder, the reflective. I've always loved that. I always thought that was a brilliant product to have that reflection because it right now, glistening, glowing skin is really on trend. So that would definitely achieve that look very quickly if you used anything in the diamond collection.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So yes, those are some of our hero products for sure. I think those are well loved by everybody. And one that we just launched that I think is going to really become a hero rapidly is our Pure Active Plus cleansing foam.
The
So
cleanse.
this one is for, again, anybody that's got oilier skin, like you and I with our T-zone, Alana,
Yeah.
and right now here with the summer, I'm Toronto area, so we have a lot of humidity. So my T-zone is just glowing. I actually
Yes.
have to do a little powder before I came on
Yes.
again. I was just, I was just really, really glowing. But this one is a beautiful foam. You don't have to shake it. It just pumps out like so. And you can use this anywhere on, you can use it as a cleanser all over the face. It's a beautiful light foamy texture. You can use this on just problematic areas. So
Mm-hmm.
areas where you're breaking out along the jawline, or if you just have an oilier T-zone, you can just
Yes.
get it there. Use it with your little brush or your electric brush, or your little a lot of the
Washcloth. Yeah.
washcloth, anything like that. So any of your little modalities that you're using also for cleansing, you can use with the foam. But this one is definitely going to rise quickly, I'm sure, especially in the summer for our oilier prone consumers.
Yes. And I find that a foaming cleanser, I have one in my brand, and people just love a foaming cleanser, and it's very universal, male and female. I'm kind of surprised how many men like my foaming cleanser, and I love a foaming cleanser. So it's like, I think whenever you have a foaming cleanser and then you put some really great ingredients, I feel like that's just slam dunk top seller. I haven't tried that one yet. I'm really excited. Like I said, I love a foaming cleanser. So I think you're right. I think that's going to be a up and coming hero product for you as well.
This
And in
one,
the summertime.
yeah, it just came out. And when you say about ingredients, I neglected to mention that it does have like two of the gold standards in for acne.
Okay. I was going to say, what's in that? What's the
Yeah,
active ingredients? What makes that shine, that
yeah.
foaming cleanser
Salicylic
there?
acid, niacinamide, which we know are like the gold standards for treating acneic skin and oily
Yes.
skin. But we also have a little known one, I think, outside of our circles, which is the hexamidine dithionate. So this one is
Mm.
on all different types of bacteria, fungus, all of that. So it's really a triple action asepticizer that's really going to help to purify the skin. So anybody that's got that oily tendency is going to love this for the summer for sure.
Yeah, that would be your go-to. Put in the shower, everyone can use in the family because if you've got teenagers, dad gets it, all of the above. I love those kind of products. Those are awesome. That sounds awesome. I can't wait to try it. We've got some new people joining and waving. Thanks so much, you guys. And let's see, we've been going for about 30 minutes,
Oh, all right.
and it goes so fast, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does. We could probably talk skincare all day long. But yeah, is there anything else you want to mention about GM Collin or about skincare in general? You've shared so much with us, Karen. We really appreciate it. But yeah, any closing thoughts that you want to share with us?
Closing thoughts. Well, yeah, I can't stress enough, even to the younger, my girlfriends, their teenage daughters, teenage boys, especially, just the importance of proper skincare, the importance of taking
Mm,
care of your skin at a young age, not thinking that, oh, I don't need it because I don't have any lines and wrinkles right now. We have a lot of preventive products. We have a lot of products that are going to help treat acneic skin. Even talking about the Pure Active Plus foam, you were mentioning that, you have boys, I'm sure they're involved in sports, and often the girls, again, are involved in sports, but I find with the boys, they have more of a tendency to break out in other areas on their body because of the sporting equipment. So this is a great go-to in the shower. All of these things that we have available. So really, your skin can always be glowing and radiant at any age,
mhm.
absolutely at any age. And we have, like I said, a complement of products that would suit from young teens, you know, all the way to the grave, basically. So we take care of all of the concerns for everybody, and just how important that is, and just how great it makes you feel when, I mean, you know, when you wake up and
Mm-hmm.
you take 5 minutes to take care of yourself. You put your eye patches on in the morning while you're going down to get your coffee, and you know, 10 minutes later when you take them off, your eyes
Oh.
just feel so good about yourself. So
Have you put the eye patches in the fridge and then put them on?
I
Have you
have
done that?
I have
Oh,
not.
that is a great trick because, you know, mini skincare fridges are all the rage and that's super popular. So that's one of my tips and tricks. So if you guys get the GM Collin eye patches, put them in the fridge and it doesn't take long, 5-10 minutes. Like you said, make your coffee, start your breakfast, you know, like maybe you're picking out what you're going to wear and then put it on. Oh, wow. It feels amazing. Again, the summertime, but puffy eyes, if you've had too much to drink, if you have allergies, all
Yeah,
of the above, which is usually me,
yeah,
it's a great thing to do is just put it in the fridge for a few minutes, and you can do that with your stone rollers, a lot of your modalities, but that feels amazing. So I'm going to challenge you, Karen, to do that sometime.
I'll let you know. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
I know. And we've had a few people comment saying consistency is key. So we agree with you. True,
Absolutely.
Cheryl and Kim over there at Glycol. Sorry, Kim, I am butchering the name of your skincare brand. I apologize, but we couldn't agree with you more. Just the consistency, that is the theme, and making sure you teach your kids at a young age. And it's never too early to transition to better skincare products and really at any age to take care of your skin. And GM Collin is a great option for that. And if you guys have any more questions or comments, please reach out to me, reach out to Karen over there at GM Collin. Come and follow us on Instagram and let us know what you need help with. We are here for you. So thank you so much, Karen. I really appreciate your time today.
Thank you, Elena. It's been great. Thanks everybody for attending, and hopefully there's a few things maybe that you weren't aware of that we were able to teach you today. So thanks.
Yeah, I think they have learned some things, and I appreciate your time, Karen. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and maybe we'll do this again soon.
Great. I'd love to. Thanks, Elena.
Thanks. Take care. Bye, guys. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.